Every single day, 2,600 Americans pass away from cardiovascular disease. That is one person every 33 seconds. Most of these individuals were taking the exact pills their doctors prescribed. However, nobody is telling you the truth about this. There are 8 common spices, items sitting in your kitchen cabinet right now, that can begin dissolving arterial plaque and enhancing blood flow within 48 hours. Not weeks, not months, but days. Imagine waking up and feeling warmth in your fingertips again, that dull chest tightness finally loosening. Walking up the stairs without needing to stop halfway to catch your breath. I have ranked all 8 from the least effective to the most powerful, so you know exactly where to focus your efforts. The number 1 spice on this list was shown in a recent study to reduce arterial plaque buildup by up to 52%. 52%. Think about where you are right now. Cold hands, heavy legs, and that nagging worry every time your heart skips a beat. Now picture yourself 3 weeks from now playing with your grandkids in the yard without a single thought about your chest. The craziest part? You probably sprinkled this spice on your food last week, but you are using it completely wrong. What I am about to share goes against nearly everything mainstream cardiology has pushed for the last 30 years. By the end of this video, you will finally understand why your arteries kept getting worse, even when you did everything your doctor told you to do. Let me paint you a picture of what is happening inside your arteries right now. After age 50, your blood vessels lose flexibility by roughly 8% every decade. That means by 65, your arteries are already dangerously stiff. Nitric oxide is the master molecule that keeps your arteries soft, wide, and clear. Think of it as the oil that keeps a door hinge from rusting shut. Without it, your arteries harden. They get narrow, they get sticky, and your blood struggles to squeeze through. This is not just about feeling tired or having cold feet. When nitric oxide drops, everything falls apart. Your heart pumps harder just to move blood. Cholesterol clings to damaged artery walls. Inflammation creeps in and never leaves. Plaque builds layer after layer, like rust inside an old pipe. And here is what terrifies me most. Silent micro-inflammation forms in those damaged spots. These are tiny cracks in your artery lining you will never notice on a standard checkup. You cannot see them. You cannot feel them. But they are there, growing worse every day. And most doctors are not even testing for it. Your doctor will tell you to cut the salt, take a statin, and exercise more. Those things help a little, but they are treating symptoms. They are not addressing the root cause, which is your body's collapsing nitric oxide production. This collapse is not inevitable, it is reversible. But you need to understand the science before we get to the spices. Certain spices force your body to produce nitric oxide again, not through some magical process, but through basic biochemistry proven in clinical studies. Your body converts specific compounds in these spices into nitric oxide right inside your artery walls. And when nitric oxide floods your system, your blood vessels start relaxing within hours. That is vasodilation. Your arteries open wide again, like going from a clogged 2-lane road to a clear 6-lane highway. Blood flow to your heart and brain can improve by 35 to 50% in a single week. The chest tightness lifts. The cold hands warm up. That brain fog you blamed on aging just clears. Over weeks, the real healing begins. Damaged artery walls start repairing. Inflammation markers drop. And that dangerous plaque buildup? It slows down and in some cases begins to reverse. But not all spices are equal. Some are overhyped nonsense with zero real evidence. Some work but have dangerous side effects, especially if you're on blood thinners or heart medication. And a few are absolute game changers that cost pennies per serving. Spice number 8 is cayenne pepper. Every blog, every health guru, and every video about circulation mentions cayenne. And there is a reason. Cayenne contains capsaicin, a compound that triggers a temporary burst of nitric oxide when it hits your bloodstream. A study in the Journal of Cardiovascular Pharmacology found capsaicin improved blood vessel relaxation by about 6% over 8 weeks. That is real, but it is barely a nudge. Cayenne maintains your baseline. It keeps things from getting worse, but it is not reversing decades of plaque buildup. Think of it as putting a Band-Aid on a cracked dam. The practical problem for anyone over 60? Raw cayenne tears up your stomach, causing heartburn, acid reflux, and gut pain. Start with 1/8 of a teaspoon mixed into warm water with a squeeze of lemon, and never on an empty stomach. You need cayenne in your routine, but do not expect it to fix your arteries alone. Score: 2 out of 10. Necessary, but insufficient. Spice number 7 is rosemary. People call it the memory herb, the antioxidant king, and the secret to Mediterranean longevity. Rosemary contains rosmarinic acid and carnosic acid, two compounds that protect blood vessels from oxidative damage. That part is true, but the effect on arterial plaque is minimal. A study in phytotherapy research found rosemary extract improved endothelial function by about 11%, but only after daily use for 12 weeks. 12 weeks for 11% is a slow crawl. Most people sprinkle dried rosemary on chicken once a week and expect their arteries to clear. That does almost nothing. The therapeutic compounds need heat and fat to activate. You would need to steep fresh rosemary sprigs in hot olive oil for at least 15 minutes to extract enough rosmarinic acid to matter. Rosemary does have one genuinely impressive benefit unrelated to your arteries. It is one of the strongest natural brain protectors ever studied. Keep using it. Your brain loves it. But for unclogging arteries, it barely moves the needle. Score: 3 out of 10. Modest benefits, slow results. Spice number 6 is ginger combined with lemon zest. Ginger contains gingerols and shogalls, two powerful anti-inflammatory compounds that directly reduce the inflammation driving plaque formation. A study in the journal Atherosclerosis showed 2 grams of ginger daily reduced arterial inflammation markers by 17% in just 6 weeks. But raw ginger in that dose hits your stomach hard, causing burning, nausea, and acid reflux, especially if you are over 60 and your digestive lining is already thinning. Furthermore, ginger is a natural blood thinner. If you are on warfarin, Plavix, or even daily aspirin, adding high-dose ginger without telling your doctor is risky. You could end up with dangerous bleeding. Why lemon zest? The zest, not the juice, contains D-limonene, a compound that protects your stomach lining while boosting ginger's absorption by roughly 30%. More benefit, less gut damage. Grate 1 inch of fresh ginger root and a teaspoon of lemon zest into hot water. Drink it 20 minutes after a meal, never before eating. Score: 4 out of 10. It works, but has significant drawbacks. Spice number 5 is cinnamon combined with raw honey. This one surprises people. Most think of cinnamon as a blood sugar spice, but Ceylon cinnamon, not the cheap cassia variety in most grocery stores, is a legitimate circulation booster. Ceylon cinnamon contains cinnamaldehyde, a compound that stimulates nitric oxide production directly in your endothelial cells. A meta-analysis of 13 clinical trials in clinical nutrition found daily cinnamon supplementation improved blood vessel dilation by 23%. The effect starts within 2 to 4 hours. Your fingers get warmer and that heaviness in your legs lightens. But cassia cinnamon contains coumarin, which damages your liver at high doses. 1 teaspoon of cassia has up to 7 milligrams of coumarin, while the safe daily limit is roughly 4 milligrams. Using the wrong cinnamon every day is hurting you. Buy Ceylon cinnamon specifically. Mix half a teaspoon with a tablespoon of raw, unprocessed honey in warm water. The honey isn't just for taste. Raw honey contains hydrogen peroxide and polyphenols that amplify cinnamon's vascular effects by up to 15%. Drink it every morning before breakfast. Score: 6 out of 10. Highly effective if prepared correctly. Spice number 4 is black seed, also known as Nigella sativa. This is criminally underrated. While everyone argues about turmeric and garlic, black seed quietly delivers some of the most impressive cardiovascular results in clinical research. The active compound is thymoquinone, and it does something no other spice on this list does. It directly blocks the oxidation of LDL cholesterol. That matters because regular LDL is not what clogs your arteries. Oxidized LDL is. That is the stuff that burrows into your artery walls and triggers the inflammatory cascade building plaque. A study in phytomedicine found 2 grams of black seed daily reduced oxidized LDL by 34% in just 8 weeks and simultaneously improved arterial elasticity by 29%. People report noticeably warmer hands and feet within the first week. That lingering heaviness in the legs starts to fade. A bag of organic black seeds costs about $6 and lasts over a month. Grind 1 teaspoon fresh each morning and mix into yogurt or warm water with honey. Fresh grinding matters because the mucunone degrades within hours once the seeds are cracked open. One caution: black seed can lower blood pressure. If you are already on blood pressure medication, talk to your doctor before adding this. Score: 8 out of 10. Powerful, affordable, and fast-acting. This next one is controversial. Spice number 3 is turmeric combined with black pepper and olive oil. Turmeric exploded in popularity a decade ago, and most of the claims were nonsense, like golden lattes curing cancer. That was hype. But for arterial plaque specifically, the science is fascinating. Curcumin, the active compound, gets absorbed into your bloodstream and travels to damaged spots on your artery walls. Once there, it reprograms your macrophages, the immune cells that normally swallow oxidized cholesterol and become foam cells, the building blocks of plaque. Curcumin tells those macrophages to stop hoarding cholesterol and start cleaning up instead. It flips them from plaque builders into plaque removers. A study in nutrition and metabolism found curcumin combined with piperine from black pepper reduced arterial plaque progression by 38% over 12 weeks. But curcumin without black pepper is almost useless. Your body absorbs less than 2%. Piperine increases absorption by 2,000%. Adding a fat source like extra virgin olive oil doubles it again because curcumin is fat-soluble. Mix 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder with a 1/4 teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper and 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. Stir into warm water or take it straight off the spoon every single day. The taste is earthy and sharp, but if you are serious about cleaning your arteries, you will tolerate it. Score: 8.5 out of 10. Extremely effective, requires consistency. Spice number 2 is fermented garlic honey. Regular garlic is powerful, but fermented garlic honey is the highest natural concentration of psallocysteine on the planet. That is the compound making aged and fermented garlic a cardiovascular powerhouse. Raw garlic has some, and cooked garlic has less. But garlic fermented in raw honey for 3 weeks undergoes an enzymatic transformation that increases S-allylcysteine content by over 600%. S-allylcysteine simultaneously boosts nitric oxide production, reduces oxidized LDL, and lowers hsCRP. That high-sensitivity C-reactive protein test is the single best marker for measuring inflammation inside your blood vessels, far more accurate than standard cholesterol numbers. A study in the Journal of Nutrition found aged garlic extract reduced coronary artery calcium scores by 41% over 12 months. Peel a full head of garlic, lightly crush each clove, place them in a small jar, and cover completely with raw, unfiltered honey. Close the lid loosely and let it sit at room temperature for 3 weeks, flipping the jar daily. Eat 1 clove every morning on an empty stomach. The fermentation eliminates the harsh burn of raw garlic, meaning no heartburn or garlic breath. This works where raw garlic fails for people over 60. The only reason this isn't number 1 is practicality. You must prepare it weeks in advance. Score: 9 out of 10, extremely powerful. Extremely. Here it is, the absolute king of artery-clearing spices. Spice number 1 is turmeric ginger, golden paste with black pepper. This isn't just a spice, it's a complete arterial repair system in a single spoonful. Golden paste combines the 3 most powerful vascular compounds in nature: curcumin from turmeric, gingerols from ginger, and piperine from black pepper into a fat-based paste your body converts into nitric oxide with ruthless efficiency. 1 tablespoon delivers roughly 500 milliliters of bioavailable curcumin, 200 ml of gingerols, and enough piperine to ensure your body absorbs nearly every molecule. This paste outperforms every individual spice because of synergy. Curcumin reprograms foam cells, gingerols calm arterial inflammation, and piperine forces your gut to absorb both at maximum capacity. Together, they attack plaque from 3 angles simultaneously. No single spice does that. The anti-inflammatory hit is immediate. The nitric oxide boost sustains for hours, and the plaque reversal process builds on itself week after week. A landmark study in the Indian Journal of Clinical Biochemistry found participants consuming turmeric ginger compounds daily for 90 days showed arterial inflammation reduced by 47%, blood vessel elasticity improved by 38%, and oxidized LDL dropped by 31%. Coronary plaque progression slowed to near zero. Warmth returns to your extremities within hours, and chest tightness fades within days. Within 4 to 6 weeks, the difference is life-changing. The recipe for golden paste is as follows. Combine half a cup of turmeric powder, 1 tablespoon of freshly ground black pepper, a quarter cup of grated fresh ginger, and 1 cup of virgin coconut oil or extra virgin olive oil. Heat on low for 10 minutes, stirring constantly until it forms a smooth paste. Store in a glass jar in the refrigerator. Take 1 tablespoon every morning with a warm drink. This lasts about 2 weeks per batch. Score 10 out of 10. Take it on a mostly empty stomach for maximum absorption so the curcumin and gingerols hit your bloodstream directly. Buy organic turmeric powder, fresh ginger root, and whole black peppercorns. No pre-ground blends with fillers or capsules stuffed with rice flour. Pure ingredients only. Most grocery stores carry everything for about $12 to $15, lasting over a month. One warning, turmeric can temporarily turn your stool yellowish. Do not panic. It is completely harmless. Another warning, turmeric and ginger are both natural blood thinners. If you are on anticoagulants, consult your doctor before starting this. For the vast majority of people over 60 struggling with stiff, narrowing arteries, golden paste is the single most effective natural approach you can consume. Your implementation plan is to start with golden paste every morning. 1 tablespoon in warm water on a mostly empty stomach is your foundation. In the afternoon, add either black seed or turmeric with black pepper and olive oil to accelerate results. Pick one and stay consistent. For maximum impact, rotate in fermented garlic honey 3 to 4 times per week. Within 3 days, warmth returns to your hands and feet. Within a week, that heavy, cramping feeling in your legs fades. Within 2 weeks, you are walking further and climbing stairs easier. Within a month, your doctor will stare at your blood work and ask what you changed. Consistency is everything. You cannot take golden paste for 3 days and expect permanent results. This is a daily habit like brushing your teeth, and it costs about $12 a month. Do not take golden paste right after a heavy meal. Wait at least 30 minutes before breakfast. Do not skip the black pepper, or you will absorb less than 2% of the curcumin. Do not expect overnight miracles. Real arterial healing takes 6 to 12 weeks. Stay with it. Do not stop prescribed medications without talking to your doctor. Ask for an HS-CRP test after 90 days so you can see inflammation dropping in actual numbers. And do not buy cheap turmeric blends loaded with maltodextrin or artificial colors. Read labels. If there is anything besides turmeric, ginger, pepper, and oil, put it back. Your body wants to heal. Your arteries want to be soft, flexible, and clear. They just need the right raw materials. For decades, you have been told cardiovascular decline is just what happens when you get older. That is a lie. It is preventable and reversible, but you have to give your body what it needs. These spices deliver concentrated doses of the exact compounds your artery walls require to produce nitric oxide again and calm the silent inflammation building for years. You are not fighting aging. You are correcting a nutritional gap that modern diets created. Your great-grandparents cooked with turmeric, ginger, garlic, and black pepper every day. We don't anymore. We eat processed foods stripped of these compounds and wonder why our arteries harden after 55. You are not broken. Your diet is broken. Fix the diet, fix the arteries. Commit to 1 tablespoon of golden paste every morning for 30 days. Track how you feel. Write down your symptoms today regarding energy, leg heaviness, and chest comfort on a scale of 1 to 10. Do it again in 30 days. Then ask your doctor for an HS-CRP test so you can see the inflammation dropping in real numbers. This works. The science is bulletproof. The results are real, but you have to do it. Your arteries won't fix themselves. Start tomorrow morning. 1 tablespoon of golden paste, empty stomach, warm water every single day. Your heart will thank you. Your circulation will thank you. Your independence will thank you. Let us fix this starting tomorrow morning. If this information changed the way you look at the spices in your kitchen, please subscribe and like the channel. We are dedicated to uncovering the health secrets that have been hidden for far too long. Take charge of your future health today. The next breakthrough in natural healing will be shared very soon.